It's no secret that Toronto is getting taller. You can see the evidence throughout the downtown skyline and beyond. But what Torontonians might not know is that their city could soon outstrip Chicago in the number of skyscrapers over 150 meters. Below is a list of the tallest skyscrapers under construction or proposed in Toronto, Canada. 1200 Bay Street. Height 324 meters. Floor count 87 floors. Current status proposed. Estimated year built unknown, not approved yet. Architect Herzog and de Meuron, Quadrangle Architects. Developers Pro Winco, Cronenberg Group. 1200 Bay Street is an 87-story mixed-use skyscraper proposed to be built in the city's Yorkville area. It will replace a 16-story building built in the 1960s. The skyscraper will have a skinny form, kind of like 111 West 57th Street in New York City. The footprint of the building has a width-to-height ratio of 1:3, so its skinny form can only be viewed from the north and the south. The building is designed by Swiss architectural firm Herzog and de Meuron. In a joint venture with a local firm, the 2001 Pritzker Prize winner, they have designed many interesting buildings around the world, one of which is 56 Leonard Street in New York City. The first 16 floors of the tower will be retail space and offices. The remaining floors above that are mostly for residential use, including 332 condominium units. The top 3 floors will have a restaurant and a sky lounge. Sky Tower. Height 312 meters. Floor count 95 floors. Current status under construction. Estimated year built 2024. Architect Hariri Pontarini Architects. Developer Pinnacle International. Sky Tower is part of a luxury condo development called Pinnacle One Young, which is composed of a trio of high-rise residential towers. The towers are under development in the waterfront area of downtown Toronto and just about a kilometer away from CN Tower. The project was proposed in 2013, but the planned height of 1,025 feet was only revealed in February 2020. Sky Tower will have 95 stories. The first 7 floors are retail space. Right above that is a 12-story hotel, and the residential floors begin on the 13th floor, and a penthouse suite will top off the tower. The body of the tower will be enclosed by a crystal-like glass silhouette with faceted exoskeleton. This design will make it become one of the most distinctive skyscrapers in the skyline of Toronto. The construction started in 2020 and is scheduled to be completed in late 2024. It will become the tallest building in the city by that time. 212 King Street West. Height 310 meters. Floor count 79 floors. Current status proposed. Estimated year built unknown. Architect Shop Architects. Developer Dream. Proposed in December 2020, the skyscraper of this project will be built closely adjacent to 3 heritage buildings on King Street West, which were built in the early 20th century. Parts of the skyscraper will cantilever over the historic buildings, making them appear like the base of the tower. New York-based Shop Architects is selected to design the building, for they have good experience of incorporating historical landmark buildings with modern skyscrapers, like what they did on 111 West 57th Street in Manhattan, which also has a historic building at its base. The skyscraper will feature 588 rental units, 660,000 square feet of office space, and over 10,000 square feet of retail space. The One. Height 309 meters. May increase to 338 meters. Floor count 85 floors. May increase to 94 floors. Current status under construction. Estimated year built 2022. Architect Foster & Partners Core Architects. Developer Mizrahi Developments. Also known as 1 Bloor Street West, the One is a super tall tower under construction at the intersection of Bloor Street and Yonge Street in Yorkville neighborhood. The construction of the tower began in 2017, and with current progress, it's expected to be completed in late 2022. The tower will stand 309 meters and become the first super tall skyscraper in Canada. It will overtake the title of Canada's tallest building from First Canadian Place, which has been holding that title since 1976. The tower will be a mixed-use building. Lower floors will be occupied by a hotel with 160 guest rooms, and all the floors above are residential floors, containing 416 condos. In January 2021, the developer submitted a request for an increase on the planned height. If it's approved by the City of Toronto, the One will be bumped to 338 meters, taller than any other planned skyscraper in Canada. 260 King Street West, West Tower. Height 308 meters. Floor count 84 floors. Current status approved. Estimated year built unknown. Architect Gary Partners, Quadrangle Architects. Developers Great Gulf, Dream, David Mervish. 260 King Street West, West Tower, also known as Mervish Gary West Tower, is a super tall tower planned to be built on King Street West as part of a development of two-tower residential building complex called Mervish and Gary. The two towers are respectively to be built on the west and east side of Ed Mervish Way. The east tower is shorter at 267 meters. As its name suggests, the project is the result of a joint venture between the Canadian-born American architect Frank Gehry and the local developer David Mervish, whose family owns the site of the planned project. David Mervish first announced the project in 2012. The original plan included 3 towers. It was then changed to 2 towers in 2014 and was approved in 2017. However, after that, the heights of the towers have been modified for several times. The latest planned height for the West Tower is 308 meters. Both towers are composed of boxes that are stacked on top of each other, and each box is slightly rotated from the one below. The facade will be covered in reflective metal panels, kind of similar to Frank Gehry's other project, 8 Spruce Street in New York City. Union Park 1. Height 303 meters. Floor count 58 floors. Current status proposed. Estimated year built 2028. Architect Pelly Clark Pelly Architects, Adamson Associates Architects. Developer Oxford Properties. In 2012, Oxford Properties proposed a redevelopment of the Toronto Convention Centre and railway lands. It included a casino and several mixed-use buildings. The Convention Centre's north building would be replaced by 2 1,070-foot twin towers designed by Norman Foster. The proposal of the casino was rejected by the City Council, also resulted in the cancellation of the Twin Towers. 7 years later, in June 2019, Oxford Properties unveiled a new plan for the redevelopment. The new proposal consists of 4 towers just north of the Rogers Centre and the CN Tower, and is at the west of the previous proposal of the Twin Towers. The tallest one of these 4 towers is an office tower that will rise to 303 meters and contain 58 stories, with 1.8 million square feet of office space. If approved, the construction could begin as soon as 2023 and complete in about 5 years. CC3, Commerce Court 3. Height 300 meters. Floor count 67 floors. Current status approved. Estimated year built 2025. Architect Hariri Pontarini Architects. Developer Quadreal Property. In 2017, a 64-story skyscraper was proposed by the Quadreal Property Group to replace 2 low-rise buildings of Commerce Court, a 4-building office complex in the financial district. The skyscraper will be the 3rd high-rise building built on the Commerce Court site, after Commerce Court North, built in 1931, and Commerce Court West, built in 1972. The original design of the skyscraper was a little similar to Ping An Finance Center in Shenzhen. This can be seen from the facade patterns. The design was revised later in March 2019, mainly on the facade pattern. The height was almost not changed. The roof height will be about 300 meters, while the total height will be 350 meters thanks to a spire mounted on the top. The proposal was approved in June 2019. YSL Residences. Height 299 meters. Floor count 85 floors. Current status approved. Estimated year built 2024. Architect Cohn Peterson Fox, Architects Alliance. Developer Concord Adex. YSL Residences is a residential skyscraper under development on Yonge Street. YSL is the acronym for Yonge Street Living. The project was first proposed in 2017 with a planned height of 343 meters. But in 2018, the city's planning department rejected the plan. Then the height was scaled down to 299 meters, only 1 meter shy of becoming a super tall, and still taller than First Canadian Place, the current tallest building in the city. However, it's unlikely it will overtake that title from First Canadian Place, as the nearby The One has started construction for a while. The construction on this tower has not started yet, though the demolition for the existing building has completed, leaving the facade remaining on the site. The facade is preserved to wrap the base of the skyscraper, like that of the Hearst Tower in New York City. The construction will possibly start in late 2021. It looks like Toronto will continue to live up to its reputation as North America's construction crane capital over the next few years. You can let us know what you think about Toronto's future skyline in the comments section.